I'm here to give my review of WrestleMania 16. Or, for some reason, WWE decided to call this WrestleMania 2000. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, WrestleMania 16 or 2000, however you know this show, took place April the 2nd in the year 2000 from the Arrowhead Pond in Anaheim, California, 4 years before they were in this very arena for WrestleMania 12. So, our opening tag match, there are 9 matches on this card, by the way. Our opening match is a tag match, which get used to it, because almost every match on here is either a tag match or a multiple man match, -1. So our first match is a tag team match. It's the Godfather and D'Lo Brown versus the Big Boss Man in his final WrestleMania appearance, and Bull Buchanan. This is a 1-star tag match, nothing special. Boss Man and Bull win. It's as simple as that. 1 star, as I said. Okay match, nothing great though. So then we get the Hardcore Battle Royal for the WWE Hardcore Championship. There are 13 men in this match. Crash Holly, Hardcore Holly, Tazz, Viscera, both members of Kai, the Mean Street Posse, the APA, and the Headbangers. And here's how this works. This match has a 15-minute time limit, and there can be as many pinfalls and decisions in that 15 minutes, and whoever at the end of the 15 minutes has the Hardcore Championship is the champion. Kind of like the Championship Scramble we would see 8 years later, except, you know, with a lot more guys, and you have to pin the champion in this case. Or something like that. Yeah, you have to pin the champion. So, there are 8 title changes in this match, but in the end, Hardcore Holly technically walks out with the victory, even though it was because of a botched finish, and it was never actually a 3 count. This is the traditional hardcore match. It's 1 star. Here's the title changes. Tazz beats Crash in about 30 plus seconds. Viscera beats Tazz in about 30 plus seconds. Funaki defeats Viscera. Rodney defeats Funaki. Joey Abs defeats Rodney. Headbanger Thrasher defeats Joey Abs. Pete Gas defeats Thrasher. Tazz defeats Pete Gas. Crash defeats Tazz with about 30 seconds left. Then Hardcore Holly technically defeats Crash. So there's 10 title changes in this match. The only people in this match who did not win the Hardcore Championship were Headbanger Mosh and the APA. Those are the only people who did not have the Hardcore Championship in this match. It's a ½ star. And it's a massive, massive cluster. So then we get another tag match. It's Al Snow and Steve Blackman versus T&A. ½ star tag match, nothing special. T&A, Test and Albert, not a pun for Trish, win. So then we get one of the matches this pay-per-view is best known for, and arguably is the best match on this card. And it's the Triangle Ladder match for the WWE Tag Team Championships. Dudley Boys, Hardy Boys, Edge, and Christian. This is arguably the best match on this card. It's a 4.5 star match. The only reason it's 4.5 stars is because I think the actual TLC 2 from the next year is actually better. I think that match is actually better than this match. So it's 4.5 stars. It's got a lot of great spots. Edge and Christian win here. Win their first of 8 tag team championships together, anyway. And these teams would go on, obviously, to reinvent the tag team division and kind of restart it for a while through SummerSlam with the first TLC, and in WrestleMania next year with the second TLC, which is the better match of these. because this was the precursor to it. Minus chairs, you had tables and ladders, so logically you put chairs back in. And like I said, these three teams topped themselves the next year and gave probably one of the top 10 WrestleMania matches in existence. So because I think X7's match is better is why this is 4.5 stars. Then we go bad, as our next match is a cat fight, the only one-on-one match of this show, and it's the Cat versus Terry Runnels. And the only way to win this match is to throw your opponent out of the ring. Cat does this twice, but Mae Young has Val Venus, who's the referee, distracted both times. You would think that would be reason for Cat to turn heel, but she didn't, because Mae Young was distracting Val Venus for no real reason other than once he tried to show her, she tried to take her top off to him, and the next was she was kissing him, so Val missed both times, and then Moolah pulls Cat out of the ring, and that's what wins the match. These two would have another horrible match at SummerSlam that year in the first ever Thong Stink Face match. Yeah. Needless to say, these two, this is a blemish on this show. It's no stars, because I don't do negative stars. So this is no stars. Next is a 6-man tag. Too Cool and Chyna, yeah, whatever, are taking on the Radicals. 1.5 star 6-man tag. Not bad. Radicals here are Dean Malenko, Eddie Guerrero, and Perry Saturn. Chyna pins Eddie with a sleeper drop, or a rear naked choke drop. So, yeah, 1.5 stars. Not a horrible match. So then we get probably the most convoluted stipulation match on this card, as we get a 2-fall triple threat match for both the WWE Intercontinental Championship and the WWE European Championship. The first fall of this match determines the Intercontinental Champion, and the second fall determines the European Champion. Yeah. It's Kurt Angle versus Chris Benoit versus Chris Jericho. The match itself is 3.5 stars, although this should have been broken up into 2 separate matches. One at the beginning of the night and then one here. That way, you're not doing this. Because this, yeah, it's, you know, make a long story short, Benoit wins the first fall in the IC title when he pins Jericho. Jericho wins the European title when he pins Chris Benoit. So Kurt Angle lost both championships without ever being involved in a decision. That happens in a triple threat match, but this is the only 2-fall triple threat match we've ever had in the WWE. And it's really, really why, I don't know why they did this. I really don't. It's still a good match though, it's 3.5 stars. But it's just meh in terms of why this is here. So then we get Kane and Rikishi versus the X-Pac and Road Dogg. This is a 1/2 star tag match. Kane and Rikishi win. Rikishi dances. Pete Rose tries to hit Kane with a baseball bat. Pete Rose gets choke slammed, and then for good measure he gets stink-faced, and he finally learned his lesson not to mess around with Kane, because this was the last of that 3 WrestleMania arc. Although they never did anything of WrestleMania 20 when Pete Rose was in attendance anyway because of the Hall of Fame that year, but whatever. So then we get probably the only other match this is known for, but even then it's not memorable, and it's the Fatal 4-Way Elimination match for the WWE Championship. And why this match is memorable? Well, there's a McMahon in every corner, so this is a match about the McMahon family. What a shock that the McMahons are the center of something here. So anyway, it's Triple H, who's the WWE Champion. He's got Stephanie McMahon in his corner, versus The Rock, who's got Vince McMahon in his corner, versus Mick Foley with Linda McMahon in his corner, versus The Big Show with Shane McMahon in his corner. This is a 4-star match. Big Show's eliminated in about 5 minutes, proving to be utterly useless and pointless in this match. Then, after traditional triple threat stuff with Triple H and with Rock and Foley teaming up on Triple H, and then Triple H and Foley teaming up on Rock. Triple H eliminates Mick Foley after a pedigree on the chair. So that leaves Triple H and Rock. Shane McMahon comes out, ends up busting Vince McMahon open with a chair. Vince then comes back in and basically hits Rock twice with a chair, and then Triple H wins. So Triple H walks in the WrestleMania the champion and walks out the champion. The first time ever in WrestleMania this was done, and would not be done until WrestleMania 24. 8 years later. So think about that. So yeah. And then Rock bottoms every McMahon except Linda and gives the people's elbow to Stephanie. 4 stars. Your total star rating here is 16 out of 45. So it's not quite a C, but it's a very high D. So it's around a D plus there. Next show though is WrestleMania X7. One of probably the greatest WrestleMania in the Attitude Era. With a couple of exceptions, I'd say that it almost is better than 3, but there's a couple things that really hurt it, and I'll get to that in the review of that. So this will be in the WrestleMania Series playlist. I'll probably have WrestleMania X7's review uploaded Wednesday, because I'll probably watch it Wednesday. Yeah. So if you like the video, like button's down there. Hit the subscribe button down there. If you want to, leave a comment. And thank you for watching. Bye.